Blessings, everyone. It's time for another series of weekly tarot forecasts, and we are talking all about the week starting March 13th. And we're going to start, as we do, with the card of the week, talking about the universal background energies or the more universal themes we are each and all going through, in addition to whatever signs forecast you are going to look at when you navigate the down bar below. Remember the way I set up for my readings. Watching your rising sign forecast is going to give you additional clarity as to how a great deal of your sun sign forecast is showing up. And watching your moon sign is going to give you the less prominent, albeit still significant side story that is also playing out throughout the course of the week. If you ever wish to get a session with me, you just need to go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com, or you can follow the links in the down bar below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You know I appreciate it, and of course engagement helps this channel out a lot. So what is going on when it comes to our week? Well, the big theme is the Star card reversed. And so we have a beautiful example of a reversed card that is still very positive. The Star card reversed is all about new long-term roads being opened and kind of changing the future of the long term for us wherever these roads are opening up. There is a big focus on preparation for migration and lane changes during this period. Things are starting to brighten up. Things are starting to become a lot more easy, a lot more inspired, a lot more wealthy, a lot more profitable. But it's important to understand with the Star card reversed is that there's also this replacement kind of feel to this all. And we're going to be noticing throughout the course of this week that, relationships, career paths, living situations, social engagements are all starting to go through these territorial or path or maybe status shifts that are setting us up for long-term happiness that we get a little bit of now and a lot of it later as we close up the year, but we want to be ready to go through that process as well. Sometimes the Star card reverse can also be a bit of a message that, even if something seems difficult or it's deviating from a linear plan or a commitment that we made once upon a time, we want to make sure that we make peace with that process as well, because this is, again, a migration to a higher quality of life. This is a migration to a higher path, maybe a higher path that one was supposed to be on all along, or a higher path that is coming in to override and overwrite an existing path. Whatever is going on this week, it's important to keep an open mind, not close yourself in, and don't become an enemy to your own good fortune. So that being said, let's go on and see what is going on with each individual sign. Hey there, Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's time to have a look and see what is going on when it comes to your weekly tarot for the week starting March 13th. This week, your big spiritual theme, your big focus is the Ace of Cups reversed, which is all about flowing away, flowing around, or maybe even getting out from a situation where we may have hit a dead end, or we've kind of hit the peak or the zenith of a lot of different experiences, a lot of different projects, or maybe even just how we have been kind of carrying on in our world, in our lifestyle, however it goes for you. The Ace of Cups reversed can be a bit of a weird card because it gives an opportunity for clearing and overcoming barriers and obstacles, but we do need to acknowledge where certain things are just maybe stuck where they are, where we need to be able to be like water, to be ready to flow over, around, or maybe even away from something that seems to be stuck in either a repetitious pattern or even stagnant. You will have your opportunities to move through these things, to clear these obstacles, hurdle them for yourself, but you have to accept them for what they are and not try to keep working with them as they are. Sometimes things catch up and sometimes things kind of evolve, into being a much more workable. Sometimes they don't. That's going to be, of course, on an Aries to Aries basis. When it comes to your material circumstances, your work, your job, your finances, practical affairs as it relates to your home and family life, you've got the Four of Wands reversed, and it looks like some new brickwork is getting laid in a very, very good way. The Four of Wands reversed is all about preparation for transcendence, preparation for graduation, crossing a milestone, and leveling up. This is the card where we are getting everything set up for a big move or a big promotion. And for a lot of you, this could be confirmation of a new job opportunity, new money being committed and confirmed for you, maybe even a big move either on the home front or on the professional front that is setting you up to be on easy street. This is also a time with the Four of Wands reversed where even long-term plans or maybe long-term wishes that had yet to materialize are starting to finally show up in the physical. When it comes to community, friends, relatives, other people in your life, you've got the Knight of Cups reversed. And while things are definitely shaping up to move you on from stuck conditions, the Knight of Cups reverse is indicating you may have to confront a situation where a person's complacence, a person's insecurities, or a person's attachment to their own bad habits, or maybe even their bad patterns, unhealthy patterns, is cramping your style or may even be a hindrance or a sabotage of some kind in a pursuit that you are involved in. This could be somebody on a team, this could be a friend, this could be a family member, somebody close to you, or this could be somebody that is an uncomplimentary inclusion to your squad, to your work that you're going to need to confront. When it comes to your challenge this week, you've got the Five of Swords upright. You've got to be ready to hurt some feelings, unfortunately. You know, this whole week is about moving on up, and with the Five of Swords as a challenge, sometimes we are challenged to say the things that we know are not exactly going to be received very well by other people. If you have to tell somebody you're taking a different job, if you have to tell somebody that they're a troublemaker, if you have to tell somebody that you can't commit to something anymore, or if you have to call somebody out, like the Knight of Cups reversed, for their bad behavior, you're going to end up hurting feelings. But sometimes, you know what, with the Five of Swords, it's the only way to end a vicious cycle that would otherwise keep on going. When it comes to relationships with love, romance, and partnerships, you've got the Judgment card upright. And this week, Judgment is kind of bringing in a moment of truth when it comes to a relationship story that you are in, or perhaps for those of you who are single or available to new people, a big moment for an opportunity to discuss a new long-term goal or even long-term commitment and how we are going to crystallize it. Because the Judgment card is all about bringing all matters to a head to prepare for some kind of advancement, some kind of evolution, a change of status. For those of you who are coupled or are married, this could also involve a discussion about a living situation, something that we're trying to do for our family, or maybe even a big break that is changing the life direction of you and your partner and your whole household. So that is what I've got for you all. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You know I appreciate it. And should you ever want to get a session with me, you can go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com. Hey there, Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's time to have a look and see what is going on when it comes to your weekly tarot forecast for the week starting March 13th, 2023. Your big spiritual theme and the big focus for you this week is the Death card reversed. And so this whole week is all about trimming, cutting, and clearing and releasing old, unfinished business. Finalizing transitions that have maybe been taking too long to close, right? Getting rid of the old clinging matters, anything that seems to be stuck in the past or trying to pull you back into the past or refuses to move on, to move forward, to evolve. With the Death card reversed, this could also be a time, however, where you yourself are maybe put in a situation where you have to go back and close old doors you didn't know you left open. When it comes to material circumstances, your work, your job, your finances, practical affairs as it relates to your home and family life, you've got the Hanged Man upright. And this week there may be a pause on some kind of initiative or venture or maybe big investment or project that you have been working on. However, it's not necessarily a bad pause. Something is going on with the Hangman where your attention is going to be taken to maybe a bit of a detour or a scenic route to a goal that is going to be better for you. Something that you've been working on for a while is getting put on hold, and you are being encouraged to pay attention to some kind of substitute or side quest, as it were, this week that is actually going to, at the end of the day, speed you up towards a professional or financial goal being accomplished. When it comes to your community, friends, relatives, and other people in your life, you've got the Ace of Pentacles reversed, and you may be hearing about something that you are involved in as it relates to a family matter, a group matter, or maybe even a collaboration that is not starting on the right foot. And the Ace of Pentacles reversed is giving a bit of a warning here that if we proceed under these conditions, then whatever we're working on is going to suffer or maybe even fall apart. A lot of the times the Ace of Pentacles reversed is indicating something promising, something that does have really good potential, is just starting the wrong way. It's got the wrong people on it, it's got the wrong plan, it's got the wrong pacing, and we're going to have to workshop this. When it comes to your challenge this week, you've got the King of Pentacles upright. You're the Earth sign. This is you. Okay, Taurus, with the King of Pentacles upright, your challenge ultimately is to raise your standards and to enforce the raising of your standards in everything that you do. Because the King of Pentacles is, when upright, is not a jerk. It's all about meeting the highest opportunities, bringing in new wealth, abundance, happiness, and security, and sustaining them. But if we have been loosey-goosey with our boundaries, if we have been overly permissive, if we have not been maintaining high standards, if we've been allowing for slacking behavior, or we have simply been too tolerant of incompetence, we're going to actually see where that Ace of Pentacles reversed, for instance, or the Death card reversed have been working against us. And so it's time to raise our standards and even enforce the raising of our standards, even in places where we didn't before. When it comes to relationships, with love, romance, and partnerships, you've got the Queen of Pentacles upright, and it looks like a partner, or maybe a partner-to-be, a significant other, is going to be getting more involved in helping to bring something forth into being that maybe you and they have put off, and they're moving it up ahead in your world. And this can be a really, really cool turn of events, because it's almost as though you are doing a divide and conquer maneuver. The Queen of Pentacles is all about rolling up one sleeve and getting to work and earning abundance, wealth, happiness, and security with the sweat of your own brow. This could also be news of some kind of lucrative shift happening to your family or to your relationship because of a breakthrough going on with your partner and something going on with their job. And for those of you who are single or are available to new people, this is somebody coming into your life that may actually be on a similar financial or professional path as you, and you're both coming in to excel together. So that is what I've got for you all. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You know I appreciate it. And should you ever want to get a session with me, you can go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com. Hey there, Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's time to have a look and see what is going on when it comes to your weekly tarot forecast for the week starting March 13th. This week, your big spiritual theme or your big focus is the Knight of Pentacles upright. And this week is all about systemic improvements being kind of forced upon your world in all areas and in all corners. The Knight of Pentacles is all about organization and optimization, making sure that everything is working not only at its best, but also working with the best tools and in the most efficient way. It is the card that comes in as sort of the fixer-upper and also the stalwart defender of anything that does have true promise, things that could actually yield a much higher quality of life for you and those who share in that space with you who belong there. However, the Knight of Pentacles can also sometimes show up as a bit of a Gordon Ramsay kind of energy. You know, we have this force coming in and forcing everything to function where it was not functioning properly before. And it may not necessarily be something that always cares about validating everyone's feelings. So you got to make sure that you can tough it out. It is for the best, but we're definitely seeing a tough love scenario with the Knight of Pentacles upright. But again, it's all going to pay off by the end of the week. When it comes to material circumstances, your work, your job, your finances, practical affairs as it relates to your home and family life, you've got the Moon card reversed, and this is going to be a week of a few surprise reveals that could be very advantageous to you. The Moon card reversed is dropping a veil or pulling back a curtain on some kind of new road or financial opportunity or big break that has been either kept under wraps from you or maybe from other people, or something that has eluded you for whatever reason. This could also be something that was once obscured or blocked from your vision finally being made available for you to attain, and you definitely want to reach out and grab it when it shows up. When it comes to your community, friends, relatives, other people in your life, you've got the Knight of Wands upright, and it looks like an ally of yours, a friend, a relative, collaborator is going to be showing up in your world, maybe physically or digitally, right? We do have an online digital network as well, and basically coming in and helping you to speed up development or speed up growth with something that you have been maybe going about getting underway too slowly, or something that has been moving at a pace that it doesn't have to move at. This could indicate faster growth here. This could also be expediting some kind of transition or journey you want to go on, as well as boost your popularity and maybe even attract or bring closer more friends and allies, known and unknown, that are going to kind of, you know, make a much brighter community for you. When it comes to your challenge this week, you've got the Ten of Pentacles reversed. You've got to let things come down when it's time for them to come down. The Ten of Pentacles reversed is all about transitions getting underway. You're getting a lot of heads up. There's a lot of demolition, a lot of remodeling going on. The Knight of Pentacles is doing it. The Knight of Wands is doing it. The Moon card reversed could be a big part of it. But with the Ten of Pentacles reversed, we have to be ready to let go of things that have become, you know, stuck in a certain era, or things that we are no longer even served by. Now, the other thing about the Ten of Pentacles reversed you want to keep an eye on is that this is beginning a countdown. This could be a countdown to a big move, a countdown to a departure, a countdown to a new job, a countdown to a new living situation, a countdown to a new social arrangement, a new relational arrangement. Whatever is going on here can still be very positive for you, but you have to let go of the, I guess you could say, the structure of the old world you've brought into this year. When it comes to your relationships with love, romance, and partnerships, you've got the Nine of Pentacles reversed. And this week, love and romance might be challenged a bit because there's a need to address something that keeps introducing unhealthy or maybe toxic or even disorganized or chaotic energy into our relationship or into our family space. This can sometimes show up as external influences, right? A friend we need to stop inviting over, relatives we need to have better boundaries with. Or this could even be a situation where, with the Nine of Pentacles reversed, we're just kind of finding that we can't have nice things, so to speak, so long as we have things arranged as they are. And the Nine of Pentacles reversed is pushing everybody to really start to address more head-on something that maybe we've been trying to take on in a very roundabout way. So that is what I've got for you all. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You know I appreciate it. And should you ever want to get a session with me, you can go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com. Hi there, Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's time to have a look and see what is going on when it comes to your weekly tarot forecast for the week starting March 13th. Your big spiritual theme or your big focus this week is the Page of Pentacles upright, or the Princess of Pentacles upright in this deck. And this is a week where all kinds of new seeds are getting planted for you to step into a new world of wealth, abundance, happiness, and security. I always say that about the Pentacle people, the pages, knights, kings, and queens, and princesses in this case. And what happens with the Page of Pentacles is that when we have new long-term commitments, new long-term wealth opportunities, new long-term growth opportunities put here, right, these seeds are getting planted, we need to be ready to adjust our time, adjust our schedules, our availability, and just our entire life organization in order to accommodate them. This is all very, very good and very, very much something that you want to be ready to take on. But if you are going to just kind of try to work it into what you've had, you're not going to get the best out of it. When it comes to your material circumstances, your work, your job, your finances, practical affairs as it relates to your home and family life, you've got the Tower card upright. And this week, you are going to find that the entire landscape of your professional world, maybe the market that you're in, is going through its own Armageddon. And the Tower card can be both positive and extremely stressful at the same time. And yes, there could even be some negative news in this here as well. Because sometimes with the Tower card upright, we may find that somebody, that we know is quitting or losing their job. There could be a major team disruption going on. It could, however, also indicate a big break for you. You may be coming into a situation with a new job or role that is already in chaos, or you may get a brilliant opportunity, but it turns your world upside down. The Tower card upright is indicating a huge transition that needs to happen, but it's happening in an incredibly tumultuous way. When it comes to your community, friends, relatives, and other people in your life, you have the Three of Wands upright, and it looks like somebody is stepping forward with some kind of hookup or some kind of favor that they have done for you behind your back or at your behest. With the Three of Wands upright, this could be somebody producing something, somebody who's already gone on a bit of a quest for you, has sought and found something they know you were looking for, or has already, gotten something underway that you've been waiting to get around to yourself, and they've done it for you as a very kind favor. With the Three of Wands, as you might notice from, say, the traditional more Rider-Waite-Smith, interpretation, your ships have come in. When it comes to your challenge this week, you've got I just said the three. You've got the World card reversed. This week, the World card reversed is indicating that you need to be ready to rethink, undo, and rearrange a lot of normals in your world. The World card reverse can often indicate do-over opportunities and undo opportunities, and both of those can be very positive. But your biggest challenge with the World card reversed is to be ready to accept those things, right? Not be prideful, not think that you have to finish something just because you started it, or you've been doing it for a long time, or because, it helps you stay organized. There's always a better way. And sometimes with the World card reversed, we need to be ready to swap out what might be old or obsolete in the form of an undo or a redo for something better. When it comes to your relationships with love, romance, and partnerships, you've got the Ace of Wands upright. And the Ace of Wands upright is all about really getting down, so to speak, when it comes to love and romance. A lot of you Cancerian people are just going to be taking a bit of a, hot holiday as it relates to love and romance. You and a partner or a partner-to-be, a significant other, are getting a chance to really get more indulgent, a lot more creative. We're bringing a new spice of life into your romantic world. Things are not only heating up in the bedroom, but we're also seeing things become a lot more socially active, a lot more intellectually stimulating, not only between you and your partner, but also a huge boost to the social life, right? The social support system around your love life this week. And so be prepared. It's going to be very adventurous. It's going to be very fun. It's going to be a lot of experimentation going on. It's just, all in all, just a very, very fun week. So make sure you give yourself some time to enjoy that. So that is what I've got for you all. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You know I appreciate it. And should you ever want to get a session with me, you can go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com. Hey there, Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's time to have a look and see what is going on when it comes to your weekly tarot forecast for the week starting March 13th. Your big spiritual theme, your big focus is the King of Swords upright. This is going to be a week where a lot of solutions to mysteries, long-term problems, or inconveniences that you have endured up until this point are finally getting worked out and worked through. The King of Swords upright shows up as both a fixer and a teacher, somebody that you might recognize as a bit of an expert in whatever area you are confronting or what you're focusing on, somebody who has a better way and somebody who's already walked the path you've been on. This could literally be one person, or this could be several different people showing up to provide these solutions in many different corners of your life at once. However, you are reminded that the King of Swords is about solutions. It's about solving it. It's about progress, not processing. And so you want to be ready to roll up your sleeves and get to work as well. When it comes to your material circumstances, your work, your job, your finances, practical affairs as it relates to your home and family life, you've got the Seven of Wands reversed. And this is going to be a time where you're going to have to address something that has become a bit overwhelming, something where you may have bitten off more than you could chew. This could be a project, this could be a role, this could be your availability, or this could be a collaboration, a team effort, or some kind of arrangement you may have with another group, another household, or another person that has decided to go pear-shaped on you. With the Seven of Wands reversed, this is something that we can fix. It's just that we're not really fighting our battles the right way, and we're not solving our problems the right way. Luckily, that King of Swords upright will be there, of course, to assist you with this, get everything back on track, but you've got to make sure that you are humble enough to accept the corrections to the situation that are coming. When it comes to your community, friends, relatives, and other people in your life, you do have the Nine of Cups upright, and it looks like somebody that you know is either going to be granting a wish that you have made, knowingly or unknowingly, or they are going to be settling up something that they have been working on with you, finishing their part in it, which still grants a wish that you have both made together. This is news of a shared victory, a shared win, and there may even be news coming in as well for those of you that have maybe been waiting on bated breath for a reply to some kind of request, submission, or inquiry that you've made, that you're getting an affirmative. You are getting a very positive response from what you've put out there, right? If you've been waiting on somebody's reply, somebody's response, or somebody's maybe approval, or whatever's going on there, you know, whether it's something formal or just an informal request, you're good to go. When it comes to your challenge this week, you've got the Ten of Wands reversed. Time to simplify. Time to drop things that have become too high maintenance, too costly, too distracting, and things that ultimately have been taking up too much space in your world to be efficient or worth a damn. Sometimes this can show up where we, again, have bitten off more than we can chew. This could be directly referring to the Seven of Wands reversed experience. Or this could be talking about something where we have maybe let something get out of control. It's grown too big, and we need to find a way to, walk it back, dial it back a little bit. Some of you may also need to be ready to quit a few things this week, right? Quit an involvement, quit a commitment, or quit something that you started once upon a time because turns out it wasn't the thing to start. When it comes to your relationships with love, romance, and partnerships, you've got the Five of Cups upright. And this week is going to be all about moving away from old hurts, old heartaches, old losses, and old disappointments. The Five of Cups upright is all about taking a bridge over troubled waters. It never brings new hurts or new disappointments. It's always focusing on finally moving on and accepting the loss of the old. For some people, it feels new because they're not paying attention, they're in denial, or they're distracting themselves. But what it really is it's always focusing on something that's been a problem for a while. This could be a week where you notice a partner or a partner-to-be or a significant other is going through their own challenge with this. Maybe they are finally confronting something that they've not confronted, that they have avoided, that they've suppressed or repressed. This could be something going on with you, or this could be something going on with the new person in your life. Luckily, with the Five of Cups, what we are doing is we are getting all of that water under the bridge and crossing that bridge. So that is what I've got for you all. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You know I appreciate it. And should you ever want to get a session with me, you can go ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com. Hey there, Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's time to have a look and see what is going on when it comes to your weekly tarot forecast for the week starting March 13th. Your big spiritual theme or your big focus is the Four of Cups reversed, which is all about shaking everything up. Blessings in disguise coming into your life, but it is going to be taking you out of a rut. And if you've gotten happy or comfortable in a little rut that's maybe boxed you in, this could be an uncomfortable week because sometimes the Four of Cups reversed can also bring in positive yet inconvenient blessings, right? Blessings that come with bad timing, blessings that come and disrupt an order of operations or a propriety, things that kind of shake you up that are still improving your world. Make sure that you are not going to reject good things that show up in such a way this week, right? It's one of the biggest mistakes people can make. Something's inconvenient or I'm not in the right mood, so I self-sabotage by turning it down just because of the inconvenience or the stupid mood, right? Moods come and go. Don't make big decisions based on that, and certainly don't reject good things just because it's coming in weird, odd ways. When it comes to your material circumstances, your work, your job, your finances, practical affairs as it relates to your home and family life, you've got the Magician upright. You are a rising star this week, and I don't mean for that to sound cheesy, but with the Magician card upright, we do see a surge in our popularity. We also see a surge in our prestige. This is one of those 15 minutes of fame type of moments. And a lot of you may be finding that you are first pick for some kind of opportunity for advancement. If you run your own business, you're going to be finding that interest, from your community, from your market, from your crowd, audience, whatever is going on, digital or physical, you're going to be getting mobbed in a good way. If you are maybe not working for yourself, this does still spell promotion. This spells special treatment and a lot of updates and upgrades to the tools you've become accustomed to working with in a way that makes things more efficient and a lot more lucrative for you. When it comes to your community, friends, relatives, and other people in your life, you've got the Strength card upright, and you are going to find that a friend or a relative is going to be gifting you with something that is filling a crack or a void that has been a chronic problem or headache in your life for some time. This is a solution, a cure being presented to you here. This could be a gift. This could even just be something that they are doing by volunteering their own selves, right? They're putting themselves at your service. The Strength card upright is also indicating here that a barrier between you and somebody close is coming down. And this could be, again, a friend, a relative, an ally, or possibly even a love interest, but the wall between the two of you is coming down, and you are getting tighter and closer for it. When it comes to your challenge this week, you've got the Four of Swords reversed. Everything this week is happening incredibly fast. And, a lot of the changes that you're going to be noticing, even if they're good, are going to be still very stressful changes to accommodate, right? The Four of Swords reversed. Things practically happen overnight. You have to turn on a dime. You have to think on your feet. And your challenge is to make sure that you do, right? Because All of these things are coming, but they require somebody highly capable of handling the way they come in and getting them to work in order to maximize what you're getting out of them. And so this week, Virgo, your biggest challenge is to make sure you can handle a fast pace and meet it as best you can. When it comes to love, romance, and partnerships, we've got the Five of Pentacles upright. And the interesting thing about the Five of Pentacles upright is that it's actually a pretty nasty card to get in any other area except for love. In love, the Five of Pentacles is one of the best cards that you can get because it talks about an opportunity to get super close, an opportunity to have a real soul communion with a partner or a partner-to-be or a significant other. Because with the Five of Pentacles, there is the removal of personas. There's a removal of armor and pretense and all of that, and getting a chance to connect to each other in a very raw way. You and a partner or you and a significant other are going to be having a profound, mystical experience this week when it comes to being able to achieve a new kind of realization for our union or for our connection. This could be something that a partner is going through, a very special kind of awakening or realization of their own, something that you are going through as a couple, or for those of you who are single or available to new people, this could be something that shows up in a new person or a person who has shown up recently in your life, right? It's like the stars align for it. So be ready. And handle yourself with dignity, by the way. Don't be foaming at the mouth like those twin flame people. So that is what I've got for you all. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You know I appreciate it. And should you ever want to get a session with me, you can go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com. Hey there, Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's time to have a look and see what is going on when it comes to your weekly tarot forecast for the week starting March 13th. This week, your big spiritual theme, your big focus is the Four of Pentacles, reversed. And this is all about anchors getting pulled up, as well as anything that has been maybe blocked or withheld from you finally becoming accessible. But also at the same time, a big release of things that you have been holding on to that have been taking up space, preventing you from being able to move forward with a plan or maybe an agenda you have for this year, as well as also dropping obligations and burdens that may have been put upon you by other people. This is a time where you're getting a chance to do a lot of trade outs and trade ups, and you want to make sure you are giving yourself permission to participate. When it comes to your material circumstances, your work, your job, your finances, practical affairs as it relates to your home and family life, you've got the Ace of Swords upright. And it looks like there is going to be some kind of good news or even command put in place that is going to be launching you in terms of your career or your financial prowess, because the Ace of Swords is indicating some kind of order or some kind of current which is propelling you. This is also a card that shows up in a way that kind of opens our roads. You maybe heard me refer to this as the road opener card or the green light card, especially if you have been feeling like you've been spinning your wheels for a while or a lot of locked doors have not been opening for you. The Ace of Swords upright is saying, well, we're going to be changing that arrangement here in your favor. When it comes to your community, friends, relatives, other people in your life, you've got the Two of Cups reversed. And you may need to get ready to assess a power struggle that is going on between you and another person, or maybe a group you're in and another group, because the Two of Cups reversed is indicating an entanglement, a commitment, or an involvement is starting to hurt itself the way it is arranged or the way the commitment was established. This could be with a business partnership. This could be with a group, a family member, a friend, or anybody really. But with the Two of Cups reversed, we may be too close for comfort. We may be stepping on each other's toes or even undermining each other. And it's time to see what we can do to rearrange the situation so that we don't, become adversaries or enemies, and kind of loosen the straps here, because there seems to be way too much involvement going on here. And again, a lot of toe stepping going on. When it comes to your challenge this week, you've got the Three of Cups reversed. And this week we see this focus on needing to arrange a lot of our social landscape in a way that is much more supportive and much more suitable to our needs. A lot of the times the Three of Cups reverse can either show up where we have no positive social involvements whatsoever, or we are being crowded and even potential dramas due to too many cooks spoiling the soup is coming up for us. Or we may be getting distracted. We may be getting kind of hooked on other things that are not really helpful for us. Depending on what's going on of either polarity in your life, you're going to need to take some serious responsibility, because we don't want to be so socially isolated that we have no energetic or social or professional exchanges whatsoever, right? Then we fossilize, we stagnate, we become paralyzed, and it's just a waste. And we certainly don't want to go in the other direction, though, where everything is in excess, everything is distracting, everything is too dramatic, or again, there are too many cooks spoiling the soup. So, gotta come back to center. When it comes to relationships with love, romance, and partnerships, you've got the Eight of Pentacles upright. And this week we are getting down to business with something that has been maybe all talk until this point in love. The Eight of Pentacles is finally putting pen to paper. It's finally working on something that maybe we did not know how to start. Now, this could be something going on with a partner or a partner-to-be or a significant other. This could be something that we have maybe kicked around as an idea or as a dream or an intention that nobody's really acted on yet. And this is a week where finally, okay, people are getting down to business, getting down to work. There's also going to be a big focus with the Eight of Pentacles on raising the standards, raising the performance, raising the quality of life of our love life, our relationships, our family, and our household. And this could come with some updates and upgrades to our tools, our schedule, our earning power, anything that is going to help us move to a higher class and sense of station and status. So that is what I've got for you all. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You know I appreciate it. And should you ever wish to get a session with me, you can go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com. Hey there, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's time to have a look and see what is going on when it comes to your weekly tarot forecast for the week starting March 13th. This week, your big spiritual theme, your big focus is the High Priestess, reversed. And this is a week where you need to be ready to take a lot of things back into your own hands that maybe you have left in the hands of other people, or maybe even allowed other people to call the shots with. The High Priestess reverse can sometimes show up where we may have been, we may be getting our attention called to situations where we've let the wrong people be authorities in our world. However, also with the High Priestess reversed, you're going to see a lot of ousting of a lot of bad authority figures or bad thinkers, bad consultants, or bad informants also leaving your world as well. And that can be your social life, that could be your personal life, your family life, or your professional life. It might just be a smattering across the board. But with the High Priestess reversed, again, you got to be ready to take matters into your own hands and follow your own guidance in these spaces. And if you want to, of course, replace who's leaving, that's perfectly fine. But you've got to let go of maybe bad information, misinformation, disinformation, illusions, or delusions that may have been imposed upon you or even played a bad part in shaping an old world you are leaving. When it comes to your material circumstances, your work, your job, your finances, practical affairs as it relates to your home and family life, you've got the Empress upright. And this week, you are getting set up for long-term success and prosperity due to a major atmospheric and environmental shift that is going on at the office, in your business, in your market, or maybe even on the home front. With the Empress card upright, we are set up for not only new long-term wealth and happiness, but we are also going to find that the social atmosphere, maybe even the entire community around our business, is becoming a place where we feel more at home and comfortable and fulfilled in being. This Could be also the introduction of a new and really, really cool authority figure in your life, possibly even a new boss that hires you or takes the reins. And also with the Empress card upright, we see a shift where you are also put into a faster lane when it comes to generating more wealth for you and your family now and for the long term. When it comes to your community, friends, relatives, and other people in your life, you've got the Queen of Wands reversed. And it looks like a lot of you Scorpio people are going to need to maybe do some of your own work when it comes to getting rid of that manipulative energy we talked about with the High Priestess reversed card. Because with the Queen of Wands reversed, there is going to be a confrontation with some kind of bully. The Queen of Wands reversed often shows up as somebody who is both manipulative and also somebody who is a bit of an autocrat at the same time. This can sometimes show up where a person that once held a position of power or is power hungry in some way is trying to leverage power they don't have anymore. This could be a family member, somebody that used to be a part of a team you were on, or, whatever. But with the Queen of Wands reversed, I'm not seeing anything constructive in this dialogue with this person, but we need to shut them down because, a scene can still create some wreckage, and we don't need to have that. When it comes to your challenge this week, you've got the Eight of Wands reversed. Be careful about slowing things down unduly. Okay, the Eight of Wands reversed can indicate a warning against falling behind or choosing to fall behind. We have a lot of good going on this week in spite of the Queen of Wands and High Priestess reversed cards. And you don't want to be put in a situation where you are so distracted or exhausted that you slow down your own good just because these hoes show up. You want to make sure that you are put in a position where it's like, look, okay, deal with it, back to the good stuff. Don't slow down your own pace just for anything, any random battles, random encounters that might show up this week. When it comes to your relationships with love, romance, and partnerships, you've got the Hierophant upright. This is a time of new long-term commitments getting set in stone towards completely different types of relationships. When it comes to the Hierophant, this is all about a new law of the land, a new law of the household, a new law of the relationship, which is extremely beneficial to you and your sweetheart. This can sometimes show up where we are maybe taking and elevating the status to a higher level. Some of you who are single or available to new people may be finding that somebody is stepping into your life with the same end game plans and the same values as you have. And a lot of you who maybe have been with somebody for some time may find that your partner is taking on some kind of new discipline or some kind of new commitment in their world as it relates to maybe their lifestyle or their professional life, which is turning them into a bit of a powerhouse, right? And there is something that they are doing that is also creating a very positive collateral effect on you and the rest of the family. So that is what I've got for you all. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You know I appreciate it. And should you ever want to get a session with me, you can go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com. Hey there, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's time to have a look and see what is going on when it comes to your weekly tarot forecast for the week starting March 13th. And this week, your big spiritual theme, your big focus is the Nine of Swords, reversed, facing undue, unrealistic, as well as irrational fears. Because the Nine of Swords reversed is all about elevating you to a better position by getting you past illusions and things that you think are bad that are really not bad, or helping you to move through things that actually intimidate you, but you can't be intimidated if you want to move forward. Sometimes the Nine of Swords reversed is about dispelling fears, it's about dispelling illusions, and allaying all kinds of old concerns at the same time. So you may be finding out some good news about anything that maybe has been plaguing you from the past, But what you need to remember about the Nine of Swords reversed is that things are going to come up this week that are very, very good for you, that you may feel some fear, some anxiety, maybe even a guilty conscience about accepting or leaning into. And you need to get over that shit. When it comes to your material circumstances, your work, your job, your finances, practical affairs as it relates to your home and family life, you've got the Eight of Cups upright. And it looks like a lot of you Sagittarius people are getting a chance to make some very strong and very wise departures when it comes to professional and financial arrangements, because you are leaving a stuck condition or leaving something that has kind of hit its peak in favor of a new climb. Now, this could be a new climb up the professional ladder, growth for your business, climb in your income stream, but you have to be ready to heed the call. Sometimes the Eight of Cups requires us to be ready to let go of a loyalty or an attachment that we have to an account, a person, a project, a plan, a role. Sometimes we need to be ready to step into unfamiliar territory and heed the call, go meet it where it is. You will have guidance, you will have help and support with this, but yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if you were a little nervous as the week went through. As we get on to your community, friends, relatives, and other people in your life, you've got the Eight of Swords reversed. And the Eight of Swords reversed is all about freedom. It's all about getting out of binds, getting out of attachments or constrictions that maybe you had learned to live with once upon a time. With the Eight of Swords reversed, this could be getting out of a contract, getting out of an account, getting out of something where you were bound effectively to some kind of commitment. Some of you may feel a little bit nervous about this because this could also put you at odds with the interests of another person or another situation where there is a conflict of interest present, but you are urged to be ready to allow yourself to be set free here as well. With the Eight of Swords reversed, you may be also finding out about a friend, a relative, or somebody close to you, somebody that you care about, also being set free from an unhealthy or oppressive situation of their own, which is also allowing them to get closer to you and allowing you each to, not only repair the relationship or the connection that you have, but finally embark on something that old bind was standing in the way of. When it comes to your challenge this week, you've got the Two of Wands reversed. This week we've got to be very careful to, maybe foolproof our words and ask for clarity when we think we know what's going on, but we're not sure. Because the Two of Wands reverse can indicate language barriers creating a bit of a problem. Even if you speak the same language as another person, we may choose different verbiage, we may choose a different vernacular, and we may think we know what the other person is saying, but we could be way off the mark. And the same thing can go for people listening to you. Make sure that you don't allow unnecessary confusions or conflicts to exist because of that. When it comes to your relationships with love, romance, and partnerships, you've got the Queen of Swords reversed. And it looks like the specter or the ghost of an old issue, an old wound, or maybe even an old hurt could be creating problems in your romantic life this week. This could be something that is coming up for you, coming up for a partner, a significant other, or maybe even something going on with somebody brand new. The challenge with the Queen of Swords reverse, though, is that usually whatever this wound or whatever this old issue, this ghost is, has already manifested itself as really unhealthy behavior, and there really is no excusing it, right? You could be dealing with a family member, somebody outside the relationship, or this could be something that is getting triggered in you or in a partner. And it's really important to know that, okay, well, with the Queen of Swords reversed, whatever this is, it seems to be taking control, almost like a bit of a possession, and we don't want this existing in our world. Sometimes we have to shut the door on friends, on family members, or, this could even be like an old relationship situation that just refuses to deal with the situation. And then they can just go live online like everyone else who doesn't want to deal with it. But you and your partner, or you and a new partnership, need to be able to take responsibility and take on the situation with the interest of curing it, not easing it this week. Otherwise, this could create more problems. So that is what I've got for you all. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You know I appreciate it. And should you ever want to get a session with me, you can go ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com. Hey there, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's time to have a look and see what is going on when it comes to your weekly tarot forecast for the week starting March 13th, 2023. And your big spiritual theme or the big focus for you here is the Seven of Pentacles reversed, which is all about getting off the hook, getting released from things that maybe you thought you were going to be stuck with for a while, or things you did not know how to get away from or to dump off your plate. The Seven of Pentacles reversed is all about relief from duty, relief from having to carry something on, and also the dislodging and removal of something that has been costing you or harming you or your family, your space, your relationships in some way. When it's an opportunity for this to happen, you really don't want to let your guilty conscience hold on to that which you should just be pushing out even faster, because a lot of you are getting a chance to, again, heave a big sigh of relief in many different spaces all at once. When it comes to your material circumstances, your work, your job, your finances, practical affairs as it relates to your home and family life, you've got the Ten of Swords reversed. And it looks like a narrow escape or some kind of opportunity to get out of Dodge here is going to be showing up as well. The Ten of Swords reversed is the dodging of a bullet card, or the opportunity to take a split-second chance out of a situation that is only going downhill. This could be a financial arrangement, or this could be a really cool surprise opportunity for you to slip out of a work path or a professional situation into something better, or maybe even slip out of a situation that you've been stuck with as it relates to a household or family matter. But with the Ten of Swords reversed, you want to make sure and understand that this is possibly just for you, and this may also be something that you have to act on fast. When it comes to your community, friends, relatives, and other people in your life, you've got the Justice card upright, and we've got some really good news about something getting set in stone that is going to put you on easy street and even put some kind of old trouble to rest. This could be news that is coming to you through a friend, an ally, or a family member, or this may be something going on in a bigger, procedural area of your life. The Justice card upright is also indicating a big correction to some kind of wrong that may have been put upon you in the past, and reversing the collateral and personal effect of that wrong as well. When it comes to your challenge, you've got the Page of Wands upright. This week, make sure you are ready to heed the calls that are coming to you, right? These invitations to move on to bigger and better things. The Ten of Swords reversed, narrow escapes, slipping out of a bad situation or an uncomfortable situation into something good, getting unburdened by the Seven of Pentacles reversed. The Page of Wands upright is saying you need to give yes answers to things that you want to encourage them to actually work for you. And you need to be responsive. You need to be on the ball this week. Don't procrastinate, and don't lead anything on to think you're not interested in the good things that are being put on the table. When it comes to your relationships with love, romance, and partnerships, you've got the Page of Swords, or the Princess of Swords, upright. And it looks like a partner, a spouse, a partner-to-be, a significant other, is going to be discovering some kind of shortcut for you, for them, for the relationship, to be able to move out of a situation that we have maybe been finished with for some time, that we are both or all over as a couple or as a family. With the Page of Swords, this could be a faster way to maybe something that we would like to do to accelerate the pace of the relationship. If we're looking to maybe bring in more of an active social life, speed up a project that we've got going on at home, or maybe even speed up the profits in our home economy, or maybe even speed up a move or a transition we're trying to make, a partner's going to find it and hook it up. For those of you who are single or available this week, this is going to be most likely somebody new that is also bringing this good information to the table as well. Even though it has nothing to do with your personal life, they seem to have something they could hook you up with too. So that is what I've got for you all. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You know I appreciate it. And should you ever want to get a session with me, you can go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com. Hey there, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's time to have a look and see what is going on when it comes to your weekly tarot forecast for the week starting March 13th, 2023. Your big spiritual theme or the big focus this week for you is the Queen of Cups upright. And this is a week where I'm not saying you can kick back and do nothing, but be ready. There's going to be a lot going on in terms of atmospheric and environmental shifts all around you that are starting to change the landscape of your world to be a lot more favorable to you. The Queen of Cups often shows up where people, either behind the scenes or in plain sight, are making big calls and big moves in order to lift us up. However, with the Queen of Cups upright, you are going to need to be ready because, well, we have to accept not only these favors, but we need to also learn a lot of new ways of going about the operations of our life, right? How we're carrying things on at work, for instance, or at school, or with family, or out and about town, or maybe even what's going on in our relationship. Because the Queen of Cups is all about bringing you to a space of higher performance, making life easier on you, right? Lifting you up in that respect. But you gotta remember that you've got to keep up with the evolutions to your world that are occurring at the same time. When it comes to your community, not your community, skipping a card, when it comes to your material circumstances, your work, your job, your finances, practical affairs as it relates to your home and family life, you've got the Two of Swords reversed. And this week, there is going to be a changing of roads, a changing of lane, a changing of path that occurs. The Two of Swords reversed is all about a full commitment to a new financial or professional road, to the exclusivity of some other kind of idea or plan or commitment that you have sustained up until this point. This often shows up where something that we're working on or something that we are trying to commit to becomes all the bigger, all the more substantial, but requiring more of our time, energy, and attention and investment in a way where we can't divide ourselves between, two or more priorities in this way. This can be a sign where things that seemed temporary or small become bigger, become more permanent, and this is also a sign of things becoming a lot less complicated in your world. When it comes to your community, friends, relatives, other people in your life, you've got the Sun upright, and it looks like there is a relationship that is getting brought closer or maybe brought to the way it was always meant to be, because the Sun is all about bringing in peace, happiness, wholesome simplicity, bonding, and all that good stuff. And in this area, I'm seeing this happening with a friend or with a relative or maybe somebody that you had a close connection with or a close bond or a significant rapport with once upon a time, but either through time or through whatever complications you became distanced from. And with the Sun card upright, this is again, a reconnection with this person. They could be a significant ally or just, again, a really good friend, really good addition to your support system, or a really good reintroduction to your support system. This could be like getting the band back together, reconnecting with an old best friend. And I feel like with the Sun card upright, it's going to stick this time. When it comes to your challenge, you've got the Fool reversed. Don't be closed-minded about this week. The Fool card reversed as a challenge can often indicate a need to check yourself. If you are maybe too prone to looking for too much reassurance or too much convincing all at once, or if you have maybe accidentally put yourself in a box when it comes to what you're capable of imagining and capable of thinking about, both in a creative sense and in a more rational sense. Because with the Fool card reversed, a lot of things that are coming up are going to be taking you out of your box, taking you out of your bubble, requiring you to have an open mind. And sometimes the Fool card reversed can indicate a stumble or taking the wrong road or rejecting a good road because we're not open-minded enough. When it comes to relationships, with love, romance, and partnerships, you've got the Five of Wands reversed. And this week, there is a sense of peace coming into your love life. The Five of Wands reversed is all about silencing and removing some old battle or point of contention or topic of conflict that maybe has been consistent in your love life for some time. You know, maybe a bit of squabbling or power struggles or Cold War going on between you and a partner or a partner to be or a significant other. Or maybe if it's not between you and your partner, you know, between your household and another household, right? Or maybe something going on with friends or even old relationship issues or issues we've been trying to, you know, battle that as a couple. With the Five of Wands reversed, all of that is getting luckily let out, released, and dissipated. And with the Five of Wands reversed, it's going to be a very cozy, very chill, and very peaceful week in love. For those of you who are single or available to new people, it could be that this is so peaceful and so chill because an obstacle between you and either the object of your affection or something that has been maybe preventing you from being able to engage an active love life will be stepping out of the way. So that is what I've got for you all. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You know I appreciate it. And should you ever want to get a session with me, you can go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com. Hey there, Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's time to have a look and see what is going on when it comes to your weekly tarot forecast for the week starting March 13th, 2023. This week, your big spiritual theme, your big focus is the Lovers upright. And this week is going to be chocked full of new and improved long-term win-win commitments, alliances, as well as couplings and partnerships of all capacities for you to set in stone for the long haul, securely, safely, and quite lucratively when it comes to things that might be more business or financially oriented. With the Lovers card upright, even existing connections that maybe have not been very active or have been distanced in some way all become stronger and a lot more substantial. But we're also seeing a lot of new roads for you to commit to as well. Projects become easier, things that seemed impossible become possible, and we're also seeing a shift away from a sense of either lostness or loneliness that you may have been going through in recent or less recent history. When it comes to your material circumstances, your work, your job, your finances, practical affairs as it relates to your home and family life, you've got the Hermit reversed. And with the Hermit reversed, we are seeing either an ally or an opportunity or a project come back on the table or come closer into your life in bigger, better, more evolved form. And this could be something that you maybe sampled in the past, or this could be something you had your eye on once upon a time, but could not fully commit to or fully integrate. Sometimes the Hermit card reversed is somebody that is providing this, whether it's a professional ally or somebody in your social life, or this Hermit card reversed is really just, again, the opportunity itself resurfacing. This could be a chance for promotion, stepping into a new job, or maybe even something that could launch a business idea to higher heights. When it comes to your community, friends, relatives, and other people in your life, you've got the Six of Cups upright as well. And so this is another reunion kind of opportunity, things coming back from the past. The Six of Cups is indicating here for some of you, this is going to be a chance for you to bring back an old dream, an old pursuit, or an old aspiration that maybe you feel like you've drifted a far ways away from. Now, this could be with the help of a friend, or this could be with the help of a family member, or this could be something that is brought back to life by maybe the Hermit reversed, or an arrangement that is coming out of the Lovers upright experience. When it comes to your challenge this week, you've got the Three of Pentacles reversed. And this week, you've got to be very mindful of navigating who is allowed to be close to what and who is helpful to what. Because the Three of Pentacles reversed can often draw our attention to where, There are challenges within our ranks, within our team, within our group, or maybe a situation where more than one mind, or more than one pair of hands are getting to work in such a way where they're not working together very well. Sometimes the Three of Pentacles reverse can indicate we need to even rewrite the entire roster of our team. You know, who's allowed to be where, change the ranks, change the, the statuses of where everyone falls. Sometimes with the Three of Pentacles reversed, we have to make some big decisions about things that really are good for us, but we may have to kick some people from our squad. It doesn't matter how it shows up for you, but you need to face reality about who and what are helpful and who or what are actually antithetical to these operations. When it comes to your relationships with love, romance, and partnerships, we've got the Chariot reversed. And this week, there may be a need to have an important sit down in matters of love and family, or, a household matter as it relates to the future. Because the Chariot card reversed indicates here that there is a split of futures, or a split of timelines that is taking place. And this may be something that you and a partner have to get down to brass tacks with, where we didn't before. Sometimes this can show up where we might be working on completely different futures, and we got to find a way to come to terms with how we're going to deal with that. Sometimes this is a situation where we are realizing we have to maybe take the relationship in a different direction based on stuff going on outside of the household, things that are going on in our town or with our income. The Chariot card reversed is basically saying here the relationship can no longer occupy two lanes at the same time, because again, each lane is about to split off in its own direction. And we may have to reevaluate, okay, well, which lane are we going to occupy? What's right for who? And how does everyone end up where they belong and happy? When it comes to those of you who are single or available to new people, the Chariot reverse is indicating that you may have more than one person show up this week, or more than one person may be on your mind, and you need to understand that both relationship opportunities that they are offering you are basically two completely different reality experiences, and you're going to have to come to terms with what kind of relationship, what kind of life, what kind of future you really want to have, because one of them, both of them, I think honestly probably have offered you something that you thought you wanted. Only one of them is going to actually be going in the direction you want to go. So that is what I've got for you all. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You know I appreciate it. And should you ever want to get a session with me, you can go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com.